So it's definitely night. The sun has fallen and it's pretty chilly. I found this quaint little pizzeria that's still open, and I figured I'd have a seat and bring up a topic that's been on my mind. You know, most of the candle companies that we support and love have already begun to release their Christmas candles, their Christmas line. And although it's exciting, and I know that we do anticipate the release of these products every year, don't you feel like it's a little bit too soon? So this year I'm trying really hard to stay in the Halloween spirit and not get ahead of myself. However, this conundrum brought up a really cool, creative idea in my head. What if we could somehow celebrate the spirit of Halloween and Christmas at the same time? Now, I know Tim Burton is essentially the creator of this idea, if you've ever seen Nightmare Before Christmas. But what about scents? What about candles? Is there some way we could take our favorite Halloween style candle and the Christmas counterpart, put them together to create a whole new experience, as if two holidays met by mistake, or I guess in this case, voluntarily? So I thought this over long and hard. I came up with two candles. Yankee Candle re-released a scent for Halloween that they initially put on the market last year called Black Magic. But if anybody purchased Black Magic last year and has experienced this new candle this year, you know that they are quite a bit different. Although this one is different, they're both fantastic. All right, I'm going to start off with a crazy one for you. Dove soap. That's right, Dove soap, like bar soap. If you've ever used Dove soap, this has that very clean, lotion-rich smell to it. And going off of that, think of baby powder. Better yet, think of talcum powder. Talcum powder, barbershop, right? You get this very clean barbershop smell. Okay, so cigar shop. Humidor, a walk-in humidor or a nice wooden humidor that has higher quality tobacco cigars, and you smell that sweet tobacco, you're going to pick that up on this candle. Also, if you know someone who smokes tobacco out of a pipe, it's almost as if you dumped out that pipe, cleared out the expired tobacco, and smelled the inside of that bowl. A very sweet, charred tobacco smell. And tobacco always reminds me of raisins anyway, so I'm just going to throw that in there. A box of sun-made raisins. Incense, Black Magic, incense. You gotta have incense. Think about when you walk into Spencer's Gifts and they have like 1,001 different scents or styles of incense. And it's just this cacophony of fragrance. And that's what's happening here. There's a very strong, wild, spellbinding incense element to this candle. One of the most commonly overlooked element in candles, vanilla bean. Nice, exotic vanilla bean, fresh, high quality vanilla bean. Here's another one you hear me say all the time, Necco wafers. And if you've ever had the chocolate Necco wafers, you know what I mean. This is a fun one. I like this one a lot. Black leather. Come on, Black Magic. Think of all of the associations we have with black leather. Vampires, witches, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. You get this nice gothic, fun black leather. Marshmallow. Think of a raw marshmallow right out of the bag. You ripped it open. There is an earthiness to this candle. There's a little bit of dirt, right? And don't let that turn you off. You know, just like a fantastic glass of red wine, sometimes you're going to smell it and be like, smells like soil, smells like earth, smells like dirt. You get this almost topsoil. You've been out in the garden all day and you got the topsoil in your fingernails. There's a little bit of funkiness in the background of this candle, but it is such a wonderful contrast to all of the super sweet, decadent, fun, bright aromas that are in this candle. Having a little bit of that funk is just adding to that complexity. So my Halloween pick for this experiment, Black Magic 2016. But now we have to find the Christmas counterpart. Which is that going to be? This took a little bit of time for me to experiment and figure it out in my head, but once I put it to the test, I was sold. Yankee Candle's Gingerbread. All right, so this is a big one. Woo! Okay, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, allspice, masala chai spices. That black peppercorn is coming through, and you better believe that ginger spice is coming through. And I don't mean like sliced ginger root. I'm talking about the dry ginger spice that's in your spice counter. And all of that spice, you see, all of that spice is lifted on pillars of sweetness. You get this big time pastry, cake, donut sweetness. You get this wonderful orange zest that contrasts all of those spices. A vague nuttiness, you know, hazelnut in the background. Perhaps a little bit of apple. What do we decorate our gingerbread houses with? The peppermint swirls, the jelly beans, the sprinkles, all of that sweet goodness. Not much of that going on here. And I have burned both of these candles, and I burned this candle before, and that jelly bean peppermint thing is not going to be a part of this candle from my experience. But the sweetness that is incorporated is that cake, pastry, and frosting. There's a heavy dose of frosting in this candle. I mean, how much more Christmas do we need to get, especially when Yankee Candle gives us this beautiful photograph that serves as the infrastructure of the story that we're creating in our heads while burning this candle. All right, so the point of this whole experiment is to combine black magic, Halloween, gingerbread, Christmas. What happens if these two holidays collide, right? Have you ever done this? You take the two caps off two different Yankee Candle jars, you slap them together, and you rub them together like this, like Mr. Miyagi style, right? And then you stick your nose in there. Oh my goodness. We just created a completely different story. These candles, wildly different. Together, they are contrasting each other, they're complementing each other. There are certain elements that are bridging the aromas. They are perfect together. If you want to create a Christmas meets Halloween candle scent, pick up these two candles, or if you have them already, burn them side by side. So much fun, so much fun. Look, and if you have any other combinations that you would like to share, please list them below. But let me tell you, talking about this really has made me think, how great would it be if there actually was a place that we could go to celebrate not only our passion for Halloween, but our undying love for the Christmas season? What if I said there actually was a place where you could do this? Would you go? I would go. Do you want to go? When two holidays collide.
Was the nightmare before Christmas and all through the house? Not a creature.
Disneyland, Haunted Mansion, my favorite attraction. But I'll be honest with you, I've never done the holiday overlay.
Two holidays collide. Creature was peaceful, not even a mouse. Jack's holiday vision was unlike no other.
Are you excited? I am excited. Monica, are you excited?
I am. It's a little scary here.
It's a little scary. It's Madame Leota right there.
3 lifelines extending help to those in need.
We're currently on pause.
Are you ready to resume your visit? We will continue our holiday tour.
Okay,
in
so
no
the dune
time
buggy is
at
moving
all.
once again. Oh man. It smells like gingerbread. I'm not kidding. This whole room smells like a gingerbread house. Monica, do you smell that?
Is it pumpkin spice?
Gingerbread.
Gingerbread.
The half box goes, folks.
It's Christmas time! Boogie just loves sharing, and you're about
I have to say, completely exceeded my expectations. Try not to fall here. All right. But now the wait time is somewhere in the vicinity of 2.5 to 2 hours and 45 minutes to get into this attraction. This is why you get to Disneyland early in the morning, folks.